No one listens to your shit.
Ooh!
Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho.
I'm terrible at pimping my stuff, so I thought dressing like a pimp might make it a little bit easier. I have blogs where you can read stuff and see things and interact with me. My main one is postmortemstudios.wordpress.com. My writing one and sort of diary blog is over at talesofgrim.wordpress.com. Hope to see you there. Alright, you horrible cunts. So a big thing kind of blew up on the 6th and I missed it, or I would have brought it up as a story to include on Inappropriate Characters last night. But it seems that some kind of tiny micro-publisher called Transfelinism was censored on drive-thru, but I can't see their company account there anymore. I can't see any products they ever put up there. They have a rather histrionic WordPress blog. They call themselves Disgruntled Catgirl or something, I think. Frankly, the whole thing sort of smells to me a bit like the guy I had on the channel a while back, who'd been accused of running a kind of satirical attack blog. This all feels like a parody. But who can actually tell these days? Poe's law has never been more applicable, I think, than in the modern world. We seem to be playing in a satirical parody game of our own reality, and none of it makes particular sense. Was this product censored? It's not particularly clear. Was it some sort of stunt? There's evidence coming out that it may have been some sort of publicity stunt or some kind of satire, or they might just be a crazy person. It's really impossible to tell. But whatever the nature of the thing itself, there's some points that are worth exploring here. So the game was some kind of satirical play on lasers and feelings called Police Procedure, which was meant to underline some sort of oppressive structures or whatever in the police, and the complicity in media of going along with it and presenting the police in a good light, and justifying harassment and stalking and stop and search and so on by various police forces. Sounds like a barrel of laughs, doesn't it? But apparently it was censored off DriveThruRPG, and I'm against censorship, so my hackles immediately went up and I went to work to try and find out what the fuck was going on. And I still have no real idea what's going on. What seems to have happened, if it's not a stunt, is that they put this game up and a bunch of people mass reported it, and so it was taken down, and then they put it back up, but with a thumbnail that said this was taken down for attacking a minority group of the police or something, and then obviously a whole bunch of people jumped at the bait and went off on one. DriveThru has increasingly had a problem with censorship, and whether this is a stunt or not, I don't think playing into it is a particularly good thing, but a lot of people bemoaning the censorship of this are the same people who demanded censorship of people like me, or the Black Tokyo guys, or Pundit, or anything else. Yeah, when you demand censorship, it will always come back and bite you on the arse. And what may have happened here is that it simply got mass reported and an automatic system tripped over and all the drive-thru people are away at PAX, so they couldn't really do anything about it. But that's what you wanted. This is what you demanded that they do in order to censor other people. And shock of shocks, it's been applied to you, or seems to have been applied to you. I'm still tending toward hoax. This person really feels like a Poe. But other people's reaction to it isn't a Poe. Take Holden Shearer, for example, who said, well, I've reported stuff. I've reported James Desborough's Tales of Gore game because it's full of brutal rape and refers to Native Americans as red savages. Completely missing the point. I don't think he's ever read the book, and I even put in a little passage about all this. So allow me to retort. Right, they call it rape as well. They say it's all about brutal rape. Millions of people around the world enjoy the fantasy of domination and submission into which gore fits, and it says nothing of their own personal beliefs about the political and social relationships of men and women outside the bedroom, and nor does enjoying a guilty pleasure, like gore. On race, it is again all too easy to see the word savage and to react with visceral disgust. The term red savages, for example, originates within the Korean world to describe the transplanted Native American culture found there. Within a Korean context, considering a warrior people to be savage is almost a compliment, and if the books involving that culture are read, they are, if anything, greatly admiring of the Native American people and treats them as full equals, experts, and even has them besting the hero numerous times. No disclaimer can ever affect the settled and decided attitudes of those who seek or choose to be offended, but they can at least offer a certain amount of preemptive explanation. Saw you coming, didn't I, you wanker? And besides, hold on, weren't you accused of certain amounts of sexual misconduct? So I don't think you're in any place to judge anyone else. But this is why we fight against censorship, right? Because even if you agree when it comes to someone else being censored, sooner or later, every incremental step gets closer to you and something you do, or something you love being censored. And that's why you should allow people whose beliefs and ideas are entirely antithetical to yours to still be published, to still get their work out there, to still sell things. Because otherwise, sooner or later, those guns are going to be turned on you. Pew pew. Zang. A problem for every games master has always been coming up with adventure ideas. For years now, Postmortem Studios has been helping out with the 100 Adventure Seeds line. These provide adventure ideas for all genres, and you can get them at RPG Now or lulu.com.
Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho.